I got to scoot down a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Y'all come on in here. Hurry up. Now get on in here. We on time a little bit.
Y'all know how we do.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Y'all don't know what we're going through right now. Jesus. Oh. Let me see who's coming up in this chat. See, I said I was going to start paying a little bit more attention to the chat, Joseph. Really? I don't know how I'm going to do it. You know me with my ADHD. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to pay a little bit more attention to the chat. Okay.
Well, there's 4 people watching.
Just in case there's somebody sitting up there saying something.
Well, hello to the 5 people watching us on Facebook. I don't know who you are until you type in the chat. But hello and good morning.
Oh, I have to cancel that.
You need to get it together.
I know.
Hey, D'Angelo. D'Angelo said hello to you on Facebook.
Good morning, D'Angelo. Good morning, good morning. All right. I'm feeling a little happy now. You know, somebody said good morning to me. Hey, what's going on to the people in the bushes? Don't be stepping on my flowers. Y'all supposed to be planting them. I done worked real hard on that garden. What's going on to the people sitting up there saying something?
No.
What's that?
This.
Oh, you didn't see that? I saw that the other day. Good morning, Blogs and Fiction, and good morning to my legendary sister, Medina Jaden. Good morning. Hey, Love Kings. I got a bone to pick with y'all. Love Kings.
Hey, Gabrielle. Blogs and Fiction, L. West.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to get started in just a moment. So y'all get ready, because we got a new intro.
Hey, the University of Everything with Demo.
All right.
My BIGO name is Joe McRae, Joe, McRae 416.
And mine is, where is my BIGO name? Child, I ain't been on BIGO in so long.
The TheMKingz.
Oh yeah, the TheMKingz, yes. That's
hey, right. Trisha.
All right, y'all, we're going to get started. Y'all. Here go the countdown.
Hey, Monique.
Y'all ready? Want to hear it? Here it go. All right, here we go with the intro. Y'all ready for it? Here you go.
Y'all see that?
See what? I didn't know he had something.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all
folks, I was just trying to figure out how to record. I am not for play, boo-boo. I am not for play. Hey, y'all.
Oh, Lord God, Jesus.
And welcome to season 3.
Yes, welcome to season 3 of the McRae Kingz. For those of you.
And, well, first, before we even start.
Wait, let me finish now. For those of you that are new to the channel, please make sure as you come in, y'all come in and y'all hit that like button. And if y'all feel the need to, subscribe to our channel. Become a lifetime member if you want to as well.
And with that being said, shout out to our new night, Pineapple Locks Incorporated
Yes.
TV.
Yeah, child, let me tell you, the McRae Kingz is doing big things. Pineapple Locks joined
Before we even
came on, child. Okay? You just do not know what that did to my ego this morning.
I was getting ready, and he said, "Ooh, somebody joined me."
I said, we got a new member. We got a new member. Praise God. No, listen, y'all. Welcome to season 3.
Lisa, love the hair.
Thank you so much. But we're gonna talk about the hair in a few minutes. But this is season 3 of the McRae Kingz, and of course we are going to be doing bigger and better things. Yes, we are. We're moving forward. And that's what you should be doing. You should be moving forward in your life. That's what we're doing. We're moving forward. And we're moving forward in a positive way. So welcome to season 3 of the McRae Kingz. Hey, everybody there on Facebook.
Now,
what's going on?
Some of you were new, so you're like, well, how is it season 3? But if you go back to some of our previous videos, you'll see we started on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came over here last year, so that would be season 2.
Right.
And now we're on season 3.
And we never titled our videos season 1, season 2. But we made a decision. That's one of the new things that we did as far as moving forward. As far as moving forward, we've decided to title and label our episodes. So right. This is season 3, episode 1. So as you can see, you see new things that happen. Y'all like the backdrop? Y'all like it? I did it myself this morning. Yes. And as you can see, we're trying to give you guys a little bit a brighter set, so that I don't look so dark. I don't look so red. Yes, and he don't look like a white boy.
No, I tend to look red.
Yes, red. But you know what, Joseph? You don't look. People used to say people used to mistake you for being Spanish or Puerto Rican. Mm-hmm. At one time, you don't look like that now. You look totally different.
It's the blonde hair.
Yeah. So
that I'm getting rid of soon.
Yeah, and I'm getting rid of this soon too. As a matter of fact, y'all might not see this.
I'm getting rid of all the hair. I'm gonna be bald like that picture.
Yeah, you might not see this tomorrow, child. We'll talk about this because it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I don't see how y'all girls do it. I don't see how y'all girls walk around with 37 inches. This is 37 inches. No, 38. This is 38 inches. I don't see how y'all walk around with all this hair on y'all head. I don't. I'm telling you.
Hey, Roxanne.
This hair is heavy. When I tell y'all, this got to weigh about 1 pound. And then sleep it. Y'all, listen. The maintenance that women go through to do their hair and to wear wigs and to wear weaves and stuff like that, it's amazing. Because I'm telling you. But you know what? I'll do it again. Because I love it. I love the results of it. Now, those of you that are new to the show, you don't know, I do my own hair. And I'm completely bald. And my creativity has allowed me to do all of this. And I have, if anybody knows me from Facebook, I have mastered this process to the point where when we turn this camera off, I can take it off, child, and just put it on something. Versus before, I used to have to individually glue each one of these locks onto my head. And I don't have to do that anymore. So that's the great thing about it. But this is some heavy. This hair is heavy. It is. It's heavy. Shout out to all the women in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Because beauty, child, sometimes beauty hurt. Sometimes beauty is heavy. Sometimes beauty get on your damn nerves. Because I was sitting. I was just like one of the girls in the projects. I've been doing this. I've been big child. And at the same time, I've been banging sense into my head. But y'all, I
let him do me with some dreads one time.
Yeah, he did it one time. Y'all, if y'all want to see that picture, y'all know Joseph, don't show him that picture. Because that was in the early stages when I was doing it. And it don't look.
No, remember, most of the pictures I took, I had that little scully thing on. Because I was trying to keep it down.
Right.
But it's too much.
It is.
He always want to do my hair. Like now he wants to give me a mohawk, and he has this blonde curly hair that he wants to put.
Well, I don't want you to cut it off yet because I want you to dye it blue.
He wants me. You say, this is him because y'all know I'm bald. People saw me with hair and was like, "You can grow hair."
Well, he ain't bald. He ain't bald. This is his real hair.
No, that's what I'm saying. People always they saw me bald, and then when even my sister, she was like, "You can grow hair." I said, "Yeah, I just been wearing a bald head."
Yeah.
Like people thought like I would cut my hair off because like Tramel, I was bald, but
right.
I'm not bald as y'all see. I can grow hair. I just choose not to do it.
Right.
I choose to look like the picture.
See, I can't grow hair like that. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone, y'all. I can't grow hair like that. I have a receding hairline. Like I have a receding hairline. I look like Mr. Jefferson, honey. Without all this. And so, you know, it's y'all. I don't know how.
Lisa say I adore my wigs.
Me too. I adore this. I love this. But child, the maintenance that you got to go through, and then y'all. We need to get into the hair industry, child. You know how much women spend on hair? Y'all know how much this hair costs? $60 plus shipping and handling. It was almost $80. We in the wrong business.
You know how much this hair costs? To sit back and let it grow.
Yes. We are in the wrong business. Women, shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies.
Hey, Auntie Pee-wee.
They say beauty is painful sometimes. They say beauty costs money. It do. Now let me get on to the Love Kings because I got a bone to pick with y'all. Tyrone. I'm sitting up here.
Make sure when y'all come in, y'all do what my shirt says. Thumbs up the video.
I'm sitting up here. So my doctor told me I need to gain some weight. Here go Tyrone. The Love Kings. Oh, just get some of that CB1.
It worked for famous.
It worked for famous. Child.
You can't stop eating.
I'm getting ready to stand up and show y'all something. Hopefully I won't get banned from YouTube. Now, y'all, I was 160 pounds, soaking wet. I'm at a whopping 190. A whopping. And when I say whopping, I'm talking about whopping. Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B and Meg. I'm whopping. All of my jeans.
Hey, RJ.
Used to be baggies. They're no longer baggies. They're leggings. I'm wearing leggings today. Yeah. Hold on, Joseph.
Hey, Melissa.
Hold on, Joseph.
I should have brought them bigger.
Leggings. This is my birthday outfit. These was baggy on me. I couldn't fit them. Well, I could fit them, but they was too big. Y'all see them now? Ass. Just ain't nothing. And trust me, these jeans is holding the ass in. because they got a little stretch. You know, have jeans hug you. They hugging the ass real good. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Love Kingz. Thank you, Love Kingz.
He can't stop eating.
Let me tell you something. I'm hungry now. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out what we're going to eat.
Well, I'm doing that too because I only ate one yesterday.
I want to go to Moe's. I want to go to Moe's so bad.
That's what you cooked. That food you cooked yesterday. And that's all I ate all day yesterday. Yeah. And I'm like, when I was getting ready, I said, "Oh, I hope my stomach don't do that while we live."
And it's hot, y'all. This shit is hot.
Oh yeah, that's why I did.
I've got my whole head. It's just like sweat.
You know what? I'll put up the picture that he did of me in the community wall. But like I said, it's similar to his, and you're just gonna see the dreads hanging. But he did mine the same way because I kept a skull cap on because it tends to because I grow hair. Once he shaved my head off in the top, so once it started growing, oh my God, the itch was unbelievable. It was itchy. But the skull cap kept it down, so it stopped the itching. So like most of the time, I wore the skull cap. Yeah. Unless I had to go someplace where I had to take it off, then I would.
I get a lot of attention now. I have to say that I get a lot of attention. Yeah, I get I stick out like a sore thumb.
That's because we. Like if we were somewhere with black people,
we live around the white people.
A lot of black people might figure it out. They might because it looks real.
Shout out to the white people.
It looks like it's growing out his hair, but like the white people look and be like, "Oh my God, your hair is amazing." Yeah,
shout out to the white people. They always coming up to me. I have like women following me around the store. "Excuse me, sir. I just wanted to tell you that your hair looks so nice, or your jacket. Oh my God, it looks so nice."
I was getting ready for the show and my stomach was saying, "Girl, what about me?" Because I'm sitting here and you fed me one time and I'm hungry.
What happened? I don't know who this is, child. Anyway. I get people like following me, like no men. It was sometimes men, but women mostly will follow me in the grocery store. What'd she say?
She said, "You killing me, Smalls, with the fatty."
Lord Jesus.
Speaking of Roxanne,
I love it though.
Make sure you all go to subscribe to Speak Your Truth with Roxanne. Oh, yes. Roxanne, drop your link.
Yes.
Because tonight at 8 p.m., I believe Eastern Standard Time, or else it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's
not Eastern Standard Time.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's either going to be 8 Eastern Standard. If it's 8 her time, then it'll be 9 Eastern Standard our time. She's going to drop an exclusive video she did with Travell.
Oh, she dropping my video today?
Yes. I remember she said it when you went live on Saturday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's going to premiere the video you and her did, the interview she did with you today.
Oh, okay, cool.
At 8 p.m. But I don't know if it's 8 p.m. your time, which would be 9 hours, or is it just 7 p.m. your time, which would be 8 hours.
Yes, and that was an interview. Me and Roxanne.
Hey, Uncle.
Joseph, don't make me cry. Because that was like, Roxanne is my sister. She is my sister for life. That interview, it was hard for both of us. It really was. It was hard for both of us because we share something in common. Excuse me, we share a lot in common. Yes, you guys tune into that. I apologize for the coughing, guys. You would think that I have a cold, but I don't. I've been going to the doctor over a period of months now, trying to figure out, why am I coughing?
And at least we know now.
They discovered this issue with my stomach. And I had to go in last week for a gastroscopy, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. But that was traumatic for me too. They discovered what the issue was, and it's I'm finally having it taken care of. And so soon the coughing will stop, but it has a lot to do with acid reflux. It has a lot to do with heartburn and It's just a series of a lot of things. I have gastroparesis, which is a condition that some diabetics get. And if you don't know what that is, gastroparesis is a condition. It's like nerve damage that is in your stomach, where your food doesn't digest as quickly as others would, like where you would be able to eat a meal and it digests in an hour. It may take maybe 1 or 2 days for my food to digest fully.
Guys, Roxanne dropped the link to her channel, so you can go subscribe and make sure you watch tonight. She said it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, her interview with Tremel.
Yes.
And Elwes, he went to sleep. And let me tell y'all how God is good. Let me tell y'all. So I'm on the phone, and I'm talking to Blogs and Fiction, and she's like, is Tremel okay? Because that's kind of what I went for. And I had that whole traumatic experience that had him and Blogs going crazy because, like, they gave me too much anesthesia. You know the story that Tremel told. My eyes swelled up. They said I stopped breathing. My heart stopped. All this stuff.
It was terrible.
So, of course, I'm staying calm. And at the same time, it's like, oh, God, please don't let nothing happen to Tremel. So she's on the phone with me, right? So the nurse called me and told me he was fine. She was like, we're going to bring him out. I said, well, which entrance, in front or the side where he went in so that I could pull up, you know. So she told me where to go. So she calls, I go, and I'm there, and I'm like, I'm talking to Blogs and Fiction. She's like, what's taking them so long? I said, I don't know. So this lady is in front of me, and I'm like, Blogs, if she hit my car, because I knew it. You know, you just know in your spirit. And the next thing I know, that Lexus said kaboom. And I said, but it was a light tap. Now, I wanted to get out of the car and, like, strangle this bitch. I did. Because, like, no reason she should have hit my car. But that she wasn't paying attention. Because I knew she was going to. I sat there and I said, she's going to hit my car. And as soon as I said it, kaboom, she backed into my car. The only thing that saved her, I promise you, it was nothing but Jesus. Because I'm telling you, it was nothing but Jesus. Is that at the same time she's doing that, I'm watching them roll Tremel to the car in a wheelchair, and I'm like, and I'm looking at him like, no, he's sitting there looking distraught, and I'm like, oh my God. I said something. Because Blah was like, "Are you gonna get her?" I said, "She ain't." I said, "Nothing wrong with her car." So, because if I would have got out, she would have got it. But I could tell from the look on his face, and I know from when he had foot surgery, Tremel, he one of them funny people when he come out of anesthesia. Like, he be saying stuff, and I have you cracking up. But he had this distraught look on his face. And I knew it was because of me. So whatever he was going through in his mind, I'm like, he's panicking because of what happened to me. Like, I knew it. So when they put him in the car, immediately he got in the car. And he was I saw the look on his face. He was getting ready to cry. I said, breathe. You about to have a panic attack. He was like, I can't. I said, breathe. I said, sit there and breathe slow.
Yeah, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
And I was like, let me move from in front of the hospital. Let me park someplace. So I parked on the side. I said, I want to make sure, because if God forbid if something happened, it don't make sense for me to leave the hospital and then have to turn around and rush back. So I'm like, Tremel, I need you to calm down. You're okay. I need you to breathe. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, but I could see in his face he was still kind of under the anesthesia, because, you know, I can't go in. And that, even with me, he couldn't go in.
It felt
so
like
they just roll somebody to the car and leave them, and you, like, see the panic on, like, I could see panic on his face. And I'm like, Tremel, calm down and breathe. But I knew it was weird, because I kind of knew what it was. And I'm like, I had the procedure done, so I know what it feels like when they do that. And at first, you got to, like, be able to breathe again. But because I didn't panic, it was easy. But I knew in his mind he was panicking, because he was like, oh, my God. And I said, he's probably thinking about what happened to me, and that's freaking him out. And he's thinking something's going to happen to him. So I had to sit there. I'm like, Tremel, calm down. And he was like, okay. I said, are you okay? The first words out of his mouth, I want some coffee. I said, yeah, you fine. I want coffee. I was like, you fine.
I was like, go to Dunkin' Donuts right now.
Find a Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, luckily I knew where I was, and I was like, wait, I think if I make a right turn, there's a Dunkin' Donuts. He's like, it is. And I was like, okay, he fine.
Child, I hadn't had no coffee in 24 hours. I was distraught. It felt like they had given me a big gag pill with no water, child. I had my hand over my heart, and I was just going. I was trying to breathe. I was trying to breathe.
Let me tell you, LS, when he had his foot surgery, when he came, like, even that, they had it on the screen, and it was like, please don't bother us. It's on the screen. So when they had him out of surgery, they was like, oh, we'll come and get you or whatever. So I'm looking, and I'm like, it's been like 30 minutes. Ain't nobody come get me. Like, what's going on? So finally, when I went up to the desk, I was like, look, his name been up there for like 30 minutes. Ain't nobody come get me. What's up? So after I did that, the girl must have called somebody and they came and got me. He back there having one old good old kiki time with himself. I was cracking. I had
giving me sandwiches and stuff.
But he was like, he don't even like mayonnaise, okay? Y'all know our mayonnaise thing. They gave him a tuna fish sandwich. Oh my God, this is amazing.
I was back there chit-chatting with the nurses and stuff. Tell me, y'all watch our channel.
Excuse me, y'all need to watch out. Can I have some of that coffee, please? Yes. I want some coffee.
Yes.
I was like, Tramel, calm down. No, I don't have to calm down. They here to give me food. I want another sandwich.
I turned to him. I was like, did they give you food when they did when you went to the emergency?
Did you get to keep your pillow? They told me I could keep my pillow.
No, they gave him a pillow was made out of plastic. Mine was made out of cloth. I said, what kind of pillow did they give you when you was in the hospital? Did you get a pillow like that? I said,
wait till the anesthesia will.
Oh my God, y'all! I'm telling you. 2020 was an amazing year for us, believe it or not. In spite of all of the mishaps and some of the tragedies, it was an amazing year for us. It really, really was. We met one of our best friends in the whole wide world, who was Blogs and Fiction. She's our sister, and just you people, you subscribers, and you people that have loyally just been on this journey with us. We just have we enjoyed it. We took the good with the bad. There was some bad times, but we just, like I said, we took the good with the bad. And because we are both men of God, and when I say that, our spirituality goes beyond a Sunday sermon. When you put things in God's hands, you're always going to have happiness, because that's what God is. God is good all the time. God is good. So thank you so much for the amazing year last year. And
I can say this: you guys have really, really, really changed my view, because I didn't want to do this.
Yeah, you didn't.
Like, I would get mad every time Tramel would turn on the phone or talk about, come on, let's go. I'm like, oh God, leave me alone. And then, like, because of y'all, I just enjoyed doing it in the morning. It was times when he was sick and didn't want to do it. Y'all saw, I got up, I went downstairs, and I did it by myself. Mm-hmm. Normally, back in the day, I would have just said, good, I ain't got to do it.
Sure.
But it was like, I wanted to be here with you guys. I wanted to give you what you were looking for. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to entertain you, and sometimes give you a lesson. And y'all know me. My lessons be straight and to the point.
Yeah.
I don't beat around bushes. I just get to the point.
Yeah.
And it became something that I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Not that I felt like I had to do, which made it more enjoyable for me.
Right.
And all the love you guys show us, it just reinstated my faith in people.
Yes.
Because, if you didn't know, I told y'all a story about when my mother died and people just left me and my sister like, y'all are good. She had money. Y'all don't need us. And didn't do nothing for us. Nothing. And at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm done with people. All the things my mother did for people, and people just, they knew the bank was closed. So they didn't have nothing for nothing. And it really wasn't for me. It was my sister. Like, y'all smile up in her face. Y'all, my mother couldn't even do stuff, and she had her running around town for y'all, and y'all can't even come here. Y'all can't even do nothing. And the one person that come with some powdered fucking donuts that don't nobody eat powdered donuts had the nerve, the audacity to smell me cooking food and talk about, oh, what we eat. And I said, bitch, nothing than powdered motherfucking donuts you brought. That's what you eating? Like, people know not to play with me. See, they play with my sister because they know she nice and she ain't going to tell them. But they don't play with me because they know. And if they didn't know, they know now. Then I ain't the bitch you want to fuck with. Because I'll tell you how it is. And it just is what it is.
Just we said we're going to do one.
Well, right now it needs to be said. Because there's a lot of people out there.
Somebody in the chat said I was looking like a smurf.
See, there's a lot of people out there that needs to get that attitude with people in their life. But you got to
say that for Joseph Brands. They've been asking you for it.
Oh, y'all are going to get a Joseph Brands? I'm just trying to decide whether, some of you will all get it, and then I'll make some for just members. Because this year, if you are a member and you have subscribed and you have a monthly membership, you are going to get members-only content. I know last year we did one, and we were just trying to figure out what to give you guys different from everybody else, and now we figured it out.
Yeah, we didn't want y'all to think that we've been procrastinating on things. Things have just been in motion. As you can see,
hey, Mimi.
We have our Dare to Be Different logo up here, and our Dare to Be Different entertainment group. And that's what we fall under now. We fall under the Dare to Be Different entertainment group. You'll be seeing this logo a lot more. You'll be hearing from us a lot more under Dare to Be Different as well.
West, there's nothing wrong with powdered donuts, but you don't bring that.
I love powdered donuts.
But you don't bring that to people as a, oh, I brought you some powdered donuts from Infinite.
Like I bought you.
No, it wasn't even. It was the hostess ones. The hostess powdered donut. Like, girl, at least if you gonna give me a powdered donut, at least go to Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme and bring me something that somebody want. Not no little hostess donuts you probably had sitting on your counter that you had opened from your shop.
Hostess powdered donuts are good.
Okay, well at least bring me the variety pack with the chocolate and the plain.
See, Joseph, you can't please you.
Well, you know what? I always tell people this, and I mean this from my spirit. If you're going to give me some okie doke something, I'd rather have nothing. Because if you give me nothing, I can't talk about you. I can't say nothing about nothing. Like, in my mind, you just didn't have it to give. Or, you just didn't have it to do. Or if I know you cheap, you just a cheap bitch, and this is what you do. So I can't talk about you. But if you come giving me something that you ain't never seen me eat, you ain't never seen me wear, you ain't never seen around me, unless it's something like, immaculate and wonderful that I'm going to go, oh my God, I would have never thought to buy this, I'm going to talk about it.
Y'all look at my body. Oh God, I'm loving the thickness of my body. I'm just loving all this. It just adds to all the hot chocolate, the almondy and things.
Yes, LS, you know how we do. You already said.
Yeah, like
stinking
what somebody
Aries.
did, like you see somebody, y'all. Let me tell you. Shout out to the person that gave me this bag for my birthday. Y'all can keep them coming now. If y'all feel the need to go onto the Coach website and get me a bag, the P.O. box is in the description section. But the person that brought me this bag, thank you so much. I can't say it enough. I look at this bag and I think about you every single time I look at it.
Carried the bag while he went and had his little, procedure done.
Yes,
and I'm sitting there like, okay,
and did
what's
somebody
the purpose
to touch
of the bag? Because,
the lady in the nurse
then came in a wheelchair, like
with my bag, child.
With the bag like this. I
Wait a
said,
minute.
well, if he forgot anything, he ain't forget that bag.
Listen, the nurse was like, oh my God, that's a beautiful bag. I gave her the look like, bitch, if you touch my bag, girl, while I'm in surgery in this room, girl, I'm going to turn this whole room out. I'm going to turn it out, girl. I sure did. I was looking at her like, don't touch. Don't touch. Yes. I love my new bag. I love my new bag. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will cherish this for the rest of my days, I think. I really will. Because nobody never gave me nothing like this. You know, I've always had to, like, y'all.
And I have to say this. Y'all seen, oh, that's mine. Don't touch it. That's mine too.
Some of them I bought for Joseph.
No, that's yours.
Y'all, let me tell you something. And there's more. There's actually more.
See, I only do backpacks.
But yes. Coach, as a matter of fact, I'm put the website, Joseph, put the website, the link to the website in the description box. Okay? No, we didn't. Okay. That's just this. That's just stream, y'all. But we're gonna put the link so to make it easy for you. They even take, what's that, Klarma. You can get it on Klarma. If y'all know what that is. If you don't want to pay for the whole thing at one time, you can pay in 3 installment payments of $45 a month. They make it easy for you.
Well, that just depends on the price of the bag. You say $45 a month, it depends on the price.
Well, most of my bags, see, the thing I like about Coach is Coach always has sales, like 60% off, 70% off, or more, especially if you go into the store, child.
See, when you do it online, right? When you go in the store, you get even more.
Yeah, you get even more. But
have y'all noticed, like what he said, there are a lot of products now because of the climate that we're in. A lot of products now, even small stuff, is offering you like Afterpay and Klarma, and what's the other one?
It's a good program, no, Joseph.
No, but it's good because if you don't have the money, like if you buy something for say $12 and you don't have the $12 and they approve you for this Afterpay, you only have to pay 4 payments of $325 or whatever.
Right.
Whatever it ends up coming, which is good because most people have the $325 if they don't have the $12.
Well, times is hard.
I'm saying a lot of things that would not normally have that on it, and I noticed it. I'm like Walmart doing it, everything online that you order doing it. You just got to get approved for it.
Well, a lot of these credit card companies are not approving people for credit. No
right,
more.
Of course. But it's like a form of credit. Once you put your card in,
it's a better form of credit to me as far as I'm concerned. I would rather do that than use my credit card and pay interest fees and all that other stuff. Because when you do Klarma, you pay, I don't even think you pay a fee.
And the thing is, they approve you. They approve you for
based on whatever the price is.
Right. So let's say they say you can get $100 credit. You can't go buy something for $200 unless you're going to put $100 down and then use the other $100 with that.
Right.
But it's still good because if you don't want to pay, if you don't have the money for something right then and there, like say you want something for $200 and you only have $40, and you get approved, then you can do the $40 installment,
right?
And you get what you need,
right?
And in this climate is good,
right?
Because a lot of people don't have money to just throw down like they used to,
right? Or
just do stuff like they used to, and I just noticed it. I'm like, damn, everything got like no matter what you getting now, especially online, it goes. See if you qualify for Afterpay. See if you qualify for Quad Pay. We're
in this pandemic right now, and so of course retail is suffering because people aren't out in the stores shopping. You know, most people are shopping online, so why not? You know, give the consumers, make it easy for them and give them these discounts and so on. Like for instance, Coach. The one thing I love about Coach is that.
Drop the Coach link.
Okay, thank you, Blogs and Fiction. That's why that's my sister. Listen, my Coach bags, they don't cost no more for the most part about $169. You know, so that's what I like. That's why that's why I like
it. When you go in the store.
When you go in the store, child.
Online, it might say 60% off, and then you go in the store and they go, "Oh yeah, everything's 60% off."
I come out the store like this, I can shop all day. I can shop all day.
30% off. I'm like 60 and 30. That's almost free.
Yeah, I've walked out of there one time. Maybe we
I went with my friend, and there was these bags she wanted, and it was like over $100. So when she picked it up, the girl was like, "Oh, you like it? Well, we have a sale." By the time they did the sale price, she only paid $25 for that bag.
Yeah.
So you know, she stood there and picked up every one in every color and brought every
I
color
came out
that
of
she
there like
wanted.
this, y'all, with 2 big old shopping bags in my hand. Because I was thinking it was a 70% off,
It was
and
like
you got an extra
80,
30% off.
90% off.
Yeah, 90% off. I paid like $15 for a bag. I was like, well, okay. And the wallets, I got the wallets and accessories, I got belts and all kinds. It was. Oh God, that was just such an amazing day.
Like the sale they had was so ridiculous, and I knew what they were going to do, but there was a lot of Oriental people.
Oh God,
Asian people, I should say,
and they're buying like thousands of dollars worth of stuff,
and Hispanic people with shopping bags full of stuff. And I said, all they're gonna do, and because it was a real Coach, I said, all they're gonna do is go and sell this, because on the inside they had the tag with the real price tag. I said, all they're gonna do is get all of this stuff for like $200. And by the time they sell it for the real price, they're gonna make a killing of over $1,000. Because that's how, I mean, when I tell you they was child,
don't y'all go in them little stores and go get them bags from Mailing and stuff like that. They overcharging you. They overcharging you, especially in New York, child.
Because they was in men's Coach, because we was in men's Coach. They took all that men's Coach stuff and they left out of men's Coach and went back to regular Coach where all the women's bags was, because they were doing the same sale. And I'm like, at the end of the day, that's a good business.
Yeah.
If you could walk in Coach and spend $200 to come out with 2 shopping bags full of stuff, and then turn around and sell all the stuff you just brought for full price,
right?
Like, they are making a killing.
Yeah,
a killing with what they brought. I knew they had like 30 belts. I'm like, I had to fight one, and I'm like, oh, let me grab this belt.
Yeah,
because she was taking them all.
Yes, Maylene, she was taking them and put them in her bag, because they gave you a shopping bag and go in there. They came
with shopping bags, and they was just shoveling stuff in shopping bags so that they could just, they was paying for it. They wasn't stealing it.
Right.
But that's how they was carrying it around the store. Child, they had the sneakers, they had the bags, they had the wallets, they had the everything.
Yeah,
they was taking everything and buying it. And I watched one of them get rang up, and she had 2 shopping bags full, and it came like $250. I said, she just made a
That's
profit.
true, Medina. The prices do widely fluctuate. They do. You're right.
And see, in Jersey, you don't pay tax. And we was in Jersey, so that's what made it even better. Because you ain't paying no kind of tax on nothing you buy, especially clothing.
You see, y'all say shout out to our Uncle Fred. I got to give Uncle Fred. Uncle Fred has been with us since the beginning too, and we owe a lot to Uncle Fred. He has always been a supporter of ours. He was in the beginning. He used to tell me all the time, Jamel, you say you gotta stop doing that, Jamel. Or we would be live on Facebook. Maybe he'd come in the room and he'd slide a light in there and say, "Here's a light so y'all can be, so y'all can be seen more." Uncle Fred he's always been like our #1 cheerleader when it came to doing this. He's always just been understanding. And if it wasn't for Uncle Fred, we wouldn't have had a roof over our head. So y'all say hi to our Uncle Fred. He'd like to be referred to as Uncle Fred. Don't be calling him Fred. Don't be calling him Fred. Uncle Fred. Y'all say hi to Uncle Fred.
You live in New York. You know how they do. They get right up on that corner with that table and lay out all their stuff and be like, this is real, this is real, this is real.
You pay $25.
You pay $125. Look, it's real. It's authentic. It's authentic. And they don't be lying.
And shout out to Melissa. Happy belated birthday again to Melissa.
Yeah, happy
birthday to you. And we love Melissa. Melissa, let me tell you, Melissa hair is on fleek. Is that what the children say? It's on fleek. Yeah. I loved her hair. And she I think Joseph posted to the community. Well, Joseph, post it again, please. A picture of Melissa with her Dare to Be Different shirt on. Now, y'all need to go over to our boutique and get some of our Dare to Be Different merchandise. That is our brand. That is our label. And Dare to Be Different is exactly what it means. Dare to be different. You don't have to stand next to people and be the same. You don't have to wear the same shoes as everybody else wears. You don't have to wear khakis like everybody else wear khakis. You ain't got to wear your hair the way you want to wear your hair. Dare to be different sometimes. And don't care what other people say. Don't care what other people think. See, I don't care what nobody think about me. You can think whatever you want to think. At the end of the day, I'm the one that makes me happy. So dare to be different. That's what that means. So you're, like I said, you're going to be hearing a lot more about Dare to Be Different and the Dare to Be Different brand. Go over to our McRae Kingz boutique and get your Dare to Be Different merchandise. We actually have some merchandise coming soon that we will be able to show you, such as our face mask. We have 2 different types of face masks. We have leggings for the ladies. We have joggers for the men. We have hoodies. We have t-shirts. We even have sweatshirts. We have
But let's say has a sweatshirt on in the picture.
We have man with the what we call in the hood. We got white beaters or tank tops,
in an array of colors,
and they all come in an array of colors. So y'all gotta get over to the
boutique.
Look
like that. That's why I like them.
Yes, Blogs is gonna drop that link in the chat too. And shout out to Blogs and Fiction as well. Blogs and Fiction is a part of Dare to Be Different, and so that's why you see her presence a lot here.
I do have to give Blogs and Fiction a shout out because, baby, them last couple of lives you did.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something.
They were lit.
If
you are not watching Blogs and Fiction, trust me.
Yes.
And put your link in their blog. So
that's
if they're not watching you, they can watch and subscribe and become a subscriber on your page. And make sure you hit that bell so you know when she goes live. Because, baby, let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. You ain't ready for Blogs and Fiction now. For those of you that knew her before, those of y'all that knew her before, oh, she ain't the same one. The one that used to stand behind the picture, the avatar, that ain't her no more. You don't see, no. Y'all, that ain't Blogs and Fiction no more. She's the beautiful woman that looks like the professional news reporter. Or sometimes on camera, she got her little nails to match her lipstick, and she got her little lotions and things. But at the same time, she gives you a powerful message.
On HBO.
Yes.
Not on CNN.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
She gives you a powerful message. Now, Blogs is gonna give you. When she do her commentary, she gonna break it down to you. So when she get finished, you gonna know and understand every single thing that she said, and you're gonna be able to take whatever it is, and you're going to be able to apply it to your life. That's what we try to do here, but we do it in a different way. We have a different system, But y'all go over and watch Blogs. Y'all go over and watch my sister. She's a queen in every right. She's a queen, and I'm telling you. She's amazing, and we're so lucky to have her. We're so lucky not to only have her as a friend and a colleague. We're just lucky to have her as just she's my sister. I can't.
She just dropped her link, so if you're not a part of, like Medina said, if you're not a blog star, you're missing out.
Oh yeah, you are. You're missing out. Yes, and shout out to the 18. Roxanne is a part of the 18.
Yes.
And the 18 consists of Roxanne and let me see your transcript, who is also another amazing content creator. And then we have Daryl Moore. You know what? I got to call Daryl. Daryl be cracking up. And Mad Church Disease. For those of you that are wanting to be content creators, you really need to follow Mad Church Disease. A lot of people think that Mad Church Disease just talks about, the church and what goes on in that world and so on and so forth. But he is he's a very intelligent brother.
He does a class.
Yes, he does a lot of classes on being a content creator, and he gives you a lot of tips on the technical aspect of it all.
The pastor said all the glam in the King's Castle.
Yeah, just see. The pastor in here?
Yeah.
Hey, pastor, y'all, my pastor's up in here. Y'all say hi to my pastor. Let me tell you something. What my pastor, you ain't got to sit up straight. You ain't got to sit up straight and fold your hands, because my pastor ain't that type of pastor. He's a real thing. He tell you the truth. Y'all shout out to Kevin E. Taylor.
Shout out on Facebook. Yes. He does a lot of shows as well.
Unity Fellowship Church of New Ark.
11 at 11.
That's right.
11.
That's right. We're gonna get his link. We're gonna put it. We're gonna put it in the description box too, so y'all can watch him on Sunday mornings on Facebook. And Kevin E. Taylor
11 every day.
and 11 at 11 every day. Let me tell you something. My pastor go. Listen. You ain't never heard nothing. I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it in 5 minutes. I can't explain it in 5 minutes. Listen, you got to see it for yourself. It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. So y'all say hello to my pastor, Kevin E. Taylor. Hey, pastor. You know we got the call. I got to chop it up with you soon. But yes, guys, we just we just feel so blessed. Considering everything that's going on in this world, it's just a blessing to be here, even with all the technical difficulties. It's a blessing.
That's your mic.
To be here. Is my mic telling me I'm talking too much?
Let me tell y'all, you can. It's coronavirus has been a nightmare for some people. But some people have actually turned this into a blessing for them. A lot of people were able to do things that they would normally do because they always said they didn't have the time. And when they got the time, they realized how great they could actually be.
Mm-hmm.
I know a bunch of people that are buying houses that have wanted to do it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of a pandemic, they
Mm-hmm.
were able to purchase a home.
Mm-hmm.
I know me and Tramel are better off now that there's a pandemic than we were before.
Greatness.
So it's all in how you look at it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, a year ago, Joseph, it seemed like we had no hope.
We were struggling.
Yeah, we were struggling. And, you know, I guess.
I mean, we still.
Were we entitled? Were we?
No. We were trying to do what we could
with
what we had.
No, like I grew up entitled a little bit.
Well, I mean, if you want to say I'm entitled, you can't get no more bougie than me.
But I'm telling y'all,
you know, when you get to that place where you have no choice but to say, okay, I'm just as common as everybody else. It's a humbling thing.
It is.
You realize that all your bougie just been brought down a whole lot. And you have to realize, okay, all right, I'm here.
Mm-hmm. See, I was like that little kid to see the Lord grab me by my arm like this and took the belt child and beat my ass. I told you, Tramel. Y'all know, a lot of y'all know that stance. Y'all know it. If y'all my age, y'all know it. What your mama used to do, what your daddy used to do. Get the belt. Get the switch. Your grandmama got the switch.
Hey, Monte.
So our shortcomings, we learn even today. Now we take our shortcomings and we take them and we turn them around. Where before we didn't think about it, we would just say, "Oh my God, why am I going through this?" We don't do that anymore. It's like, okay, all right.
And it was.
Let's deal with
The funny
it.
part was to me. The funny part was Tramel would act like I would, and I would act like him.
Yes.
He would be throwing the tantrums and having a fit, and I'd be like, Tramel, it's going to be all right.
I wanted to throw myself out the damn window.
I'm the one that normally would do that. We ain't got no money. We can't do nothing. We this, we that. I just always felt in my spirit it would be okay. Like, I learned a long time ago that I'm not going to stress myself out over stuff that I cannot control.
Yeah.
And if you don't have no food or you don't have no money or you don't have no whatever you need, there ain't no reason to sit there and stress out. I right at this moment, I can't control it. So either, God, you want to do something about it, or, and one day we were in that situation. We had no food, we had no money, and we just sitting there watching TV. And I swear to you, I just said, okay, God, you got to do what you got to do because I ain't asking nobody for nothing. And all of a sudden, the CashApp goes off. And I'm like, we ain't even lie. Who sent us money? Like, in my mind, I'm shocked because I know what I had just said. God fixed this. And in less than 15 minutes, I swear to you, the CashApp, we hear the ching, And I was like, somebody must be watching our videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to you, somebody sent us $100.
And they said just because.
And they said just because they were watching the video, and they said just because they even commented on the video, they said just because y'all made my day. And I was like, you see, let's go get some food. You can't worry about things.
And it ain't all about the money.
It wasn't about the money, but at that moment, that's what we needed.
Yeah, that's what we needed. Yeah,
it could be whatever. It could be. There's times when we didn't have food, and we didn't even know where to go and what to do. And Trell was like, "Well, let's see if there's a food pantry." And the first time we went, I ain't gonna lie, they gave us this whole big ass box of stuff. After that.
Y'all don't want to know that. Well, we done told y'all that
because it was the first time.
We told
you back with a little bag of one of those sweet potato and a piece of onion.
A scallion.
That's a piece of onion, man.
Yeah. It was
and a rotten tomato.
The leaf off the top of the onion. Yeah.
But we didn't complain.
Yeah,
it was what it was.
Yeah, child, it tastes like steak dinner, that onion.
I have.
It did. It tastes
combined
like
with the tuna fish.
Yes. Yes. I'm telling you. But that's what God do. That's what God do. And what I tell y'all, the Lord don't like for y'all doing his work.
And now this year, last year, me and Tremel had so much food, he would cry.
There's never been a day that we've not had
he would
food.
sit there and cry. When we was go food shopping and put it, he was like, but I remember when we couldn't do this. And I said, well, God give us what we want. It wasn't our season then. It's our season now. And from that moment on, I can go downstairs and cook whatever I want right now.
Yeah.
So, you just gotta...
That's how God work, y'all. That's how he work. Stop being one of those Christians or whatever faith you walk, saying, well, I'm going to walk out on faith. But you don't walk out on faith.
Stop worrying about what God do for other people.
That's right.
Because it ain't for you.
Stop saying I'm going to walk out on faith.
A lot of us get
and don't walk out on faith. And don't walk out on faith.
Because you're so worried sitting back going, well, God blessed him with a car. He ain't even got a job. How you get a car?
Right.
And God blessing them, but why ain't I getting blessed? And when is it going to be my turn? And that's where you are stopping your own blessing. Because God is like, okay, well, why are you worried about them? And you know that even with people in your real life, when you start worrying about what they doing for other people, they ain't worried about you no more. Because they like, well, why are you worried about what I'm doing for him?
Right.
What I'm doing for them is none of your business. Because I am helping you. But you just mad because I'm not giving you what I'm giving them. But I want to give them what I want to give them. And I feel God is the same way. When you're not worried about yourself and you worried about everybody else around you, he can't give you nothing. Because see, then it becomes greed. It becomes, well, what about me? Why can't I get this? When is it going to be my turn? And it will be your turn.
No, but you know what it is, Joseph? It's the conditioning. It's the way that we were raised. You know, it's like, for those of you that have siblings, you remember how your mother would say, okay, it's time for dinner, and you get to the dinner table and your mother have your plate there, and you be like, well, why Joseph got more than I got?
Right.
You know, it's like that. You got to stop it. Shut the hell up and eat your damn food.
You got what you supposed to have, now eat it.
That's it. Stop. If you're going to put it in God's hands, put it in God's hands and let it go and leave it alone. I tell you what I tell y'all. For those of you that missed my commentary on Saturday, up close and personal, go back and watch it. It is what it is.
And take it from me when I tell you.
It is what it is.
It's a lesson in the blessing.
Oh, yeah, it's always a lesson.
Trust me on that.
It's always a lesson. But it is what it is, y'all. This is what 21 is. 21 is what it is. It's not what's going to be is what's going to be. It is what it is.
Because 2020 was vision. So, 2020 fact. 2020 was the year for you to see things as they really are.
Right.
For you to accept things as they really are. When you had to sit in that house with yourself and realize who you was, a lot of people lost their minds. A lot of people got depressed. A lot of people had anxiety.
A lot of people pulled their hair out because they didn't realize how bad their damn churn was.
They had to sit with themselves. And they had to realize, wait a minute. because when you can only just sit with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you start realizing things
It is what it is.
that you don't want to realize because you're too busy doing other stuff.
Mhm.
But now that you're quiet and silent,
Uh-huh.
your 2020 start kicking in and go,
Mhm.
wait a minute, well, maybe I'm the problem.
It is what it is.
Now, some people that didn't happen for
Mm-hmm.
because they still a problem and they don't realize
Yeah,
they're
and
a
they're going
problem.
to come up out of
But
this
that's because,
the
like
same way.
Jamel said, they had other triggers like they little badass kids
Mhm.
that was running around.
Oh, my
and
children
told
are
them
bad.
that they
They're
had
not
little
bad.
badass kids.
They just like to
and
express
now that they
themselves.
had to
Hell no,
stay
they
home
don't.
with them, they ain't want to even be with their own kid.
Right.
They were like, oh, they got to go to school. They got to get the hell up out of here. They got to go somewhere. But no, see, that's your vision that everything people told you and why people don't want to come around you
Mhm.
and why nobody invites you out to dinner and
Mhm.
nobody invites you to their house.
Now you
Now
know.
you know why.
Now you know.
Because if you don't want to deal with your kids, you know damn well don't nobody else want to.
And parents, y'all stay out the room when y'all children is in Zoom class. I saw one parent, she ain't have no drawers on or nothing. Ain't have on no drawers or nothing, and she looking in the closet.
Well,
Whole ass just out for the whole classroom.
What
to
I
see.
just found more disturbing about that was I could see if it was her daughter, but it was her son,
I
and she
said, kill
walking
the
around
visual
butt ass
Jesus.
naked. And I'm like, my mama would have never walked around butt ass naked
Right.
around me like that. Maybe in bra and panties,
I said,
but
kill
she
the
was
visual.
butt ass naked. And the teacher was like, Tyreek, who that? And then when she realized, the teacher saw her, she went, ooh, and run out of the room.
Uh-huh.
Who does that? I mean, I know some of y'all don't care if
Y'all stay out the room.
I'm just confused at how a mama walking around her son he like 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, butt ass naked.
Well, then you know, parents think their kids are supposed
Spreading
to
her
be,
legs.
you know,
Like if you didn't see the video, she's stretched out, and I'm like looking like my mother would have never, ever been butt ass naked, her legs stretched open, reaching up in the closet for something. I'm like, who does that? And then the teacher done seen your whole ass in coochie
not
on
your
the Zoom.
just the teacher.
The whole class.
The whole class.
All the little kids gotta treat that
traumatized child for life.
All kind of Christmas and Halloween and everything else.
I thought it was funny. No,
It was funny, yeah.
First, I was traumatized. I was traumatized for the children. Now, y'all know how I feel about
The
children.
little boy acted like it was like he was used to his mother just walking around butt ass naked.
Oh, and speaking of children, Joseph, you know who I miss at church? That little boy that looked like you. It's a little boy in our church. I don't know his name, but he looked just like my husband. He looked like my husband when he was a little boy. And I love him so much because he's just so nice and polite. He is. He's so nice and polite, but I bet you behind the scenes,
he was like,
he probably drive his mama crazy.
Because he looked, that little boy looked like he could be my son.
Yeah.
And I would look at him and laugh because I'm like,
he is so adorable.
He just reminded me of me because that's how I acted in public. Like I was the cutest, sweetest little thing and child when I got home.
Lord have mercy. Oh God, y'all, this country is. Listen, y'all don't think this country going to hell in a handbasket because it's not. Y'all don't panic. This is the time, especially us people. We don't need to be panicking because guess what? Everything is going to be all right. Mm-hmm. Everything is going to be all right. Considering what has happened this past week, know this, that everything is going to be all right. But we got to think. We can't panic, y'all.
And it's like I said,
we can't panic.
On my Facebook page, y'all need to sit back, mind your business, and let them destroy the system that they use to destroy us.
Exactly.
Do you understand how many people that are not of our persuasion, that are not black, that sat back and saw what they did to Black Lives Matter versus what they did to them, and then were enraged by it because now they see the difference.
Yeah,
sometimes people need a visual,
right?
Because us saying what we say is one thing,
but not only the white, not only the black people were enraged by it.
No, I'm talking about white people.
Yeah,
they
were enraged by this.
Like, you let them get into the Capitol, and when the Black Lives Matter people, I've seen white people say it. They had no choice but to admit what they did and how much they had armed forces out there. They was macing them, and they wasn't even doing nothing. They was just Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, and they attacked them like they was them white people in the Capitol. But then when the white people in the Capitol come, ain't nobody there to do nothing. Ain't nobody, because you thought they were going to be peaceful, and you thought they were going to be, you was ready for the black people because that's what we supposed to do. But when the white people come, you thought they were going to be peaceful and not do nothing. And then when they ransacked your whole house, now all of a sudden everybody quit their jobs and not do nothing, and they don't know what happened. And y'all want to talk about the black, I think it was a man. It was a man, but then I saw another picture and thought it was a woman. But the black security guard or cop that was running from them, and then you find out the reason why they ran was to get them away from the senators and make them follow them, and it worked because there's another picture that y'all don't see where he or she pulled the gun on them and was ready to shoot them.
Right.
Because see, one thing I don't understand is black cops already know. If a crowd of white people like that come after they ass, shoot them bitches like they do us. And I'm all for it. Like, everybody say her name. Say her name for what? She was committing a crime. She was breaking into somewhere she didn't need to break in. But yeah, it's okay to kill Breonna Taylor who's laying in her bed sleep. That's okay. But you can't kill the real criminal breaking into the Capitol and doing what she do. That's a menace to society.
Right.
Child, please.
Right.
No, y'all mad because y'all didn't get away with it.
Right.
And then y'all killed not only one cop, but two now. 2 cops.
5 people dead. 5.
2. No, another cop died later.
Yeah.
Because I heard it on the news. They just didn't release none of the information for the second cop because they trying to figure out there was a cop that was beat with a damn fire extinguisher that they looking for the person that did it. But y'all, Blue Lives Matter, but black people didn't do that. Black people didn't beat them cops and kill them.
Right.
Black people didn't hold them down.
But there was some black people in there. There was some dumbass black people in there.
Them dummies didn't do nothing but walk in the crowd and was little specks of pepper and salt.
Right.
And then they showing these 2 white men that's married to black women. Really? So I'm going to say this about that. Just because I'm not...
Listen, Joseph, I told you, there are a lot, and I know this is hard to understand, hard to believe, but there are white men out there and black and white women out there that are married to black people, but they don't raise their children
I know most of the black people that
in the black culture. They raise their
know.
children in the white culture, and for the most part, a lot of their children don't appear to look like us.
Well,
a lot of them don't look like us.
Their little son looked like me. He was my complexion with black hair, black curly hair. And I'm like, my thing is, how does she, I can't say how does she feel because she's standing there with a picture with him with a Make America Great hat on and holding a Trump sign. So I can't say how she feels because at the end of the day, you know who your husband is. She's probably not even bothered about it. I just can't. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do that. I can't even comment on it because I just it's hard to comment on it because you can't say. And technically, you can't say he's a racist if he's married to a black woman. Yes, you can. You can't. Yes, you can. Well, you can't. He can't be a racist married to a black woman because. So Massa wasn't a racist when he was sleeping with a black woman. But they see that's the difference. When they keep it a secret, that's one thing. But when you marry them, white people look at you as being trash. I've seen it. Right. They just own you because they don't want no parts of you because you married a black person. Yeah. So for that reason is why I say you can't be a racist because everything and everybody you know and love is going to disown you more or less. But Joseph, this wasn't about nothing but race. This is what people see. We got to start candy coating stuff. No, this was about race. This was about nothing but race. That whole thing was about race because it was about the black vote because the black vote did it. So yes, it's totally about race. They cannot believe because if it wasn't for black, and see, this is a lesson for us. That our vote does matter. Exactly. We run around screaming our vote don't matter. Right. But Stacey Abrams proved to you your vote matters. Our vote matters. Your voice matters. Not just your vote. Your voice. You should have known that when we got Obama into office. White people didn't do that. We did that.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if we all black people are always screaming, "My vote don't matter, my vote don't matter."
It does.
Look at what happened in Atlanta. That proves to you that
Yes.
your vote matters. Period. Now, if they did it in Tennessee, if they did it in Mississippi, if they did it in all these other red states, now I don't think there's enough black people in South Dakota. But I'm just saying, if you do it where you are, believe me, your vote.
It's going to be more of us coming.
The whole thing was about race.
More of us coming.
The whole thing was about race.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to take away from the black people vote.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to take away from the black vote. So don't be surprised. But at the end of the day, while I say sit back and let them destroy the system that they built.
Right.
They built this system to make sure who they want gets into office. That's why the whole electoral...
Because what were they screaming? They're going to take away all of our rights and our freedoms. They're taking away all of our rights and our rights and our freedoms. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Black privilege is dying at an amazing rate. It's dying. I mean, white privilege is dying at an amazing rate. Trust me. It's dying. And it's not dying at the hand. And it's dying at their hands, not ours.
Right. Because their kids are not believing the things that they believe.
Listen.
Their kids are not, and I see it in the kids now. Like with my niece, there was a situation at her school where some little white girl called a little black boy the N-word, and all the kids were pissed at her. Nobody wanted to talk to her, not even the white kids, because they were like, that's bad. Why would you do that?
Right.
And, they wanted to counsel with kids. That's a counseling for what? They're right. They don't need to speak to her.
Right.
It'll teach her a lesson. I guarantee you she won't do it again.
Right.
And like these little kids nowadays, they not buying into the crap that our generation brought into.
Right.
Maybe even the generation after mine brought into. They are very progressive.
Right.
They are very aware. They know what they want. When they start telling you, I'm not a boy or a girl, I'm a they. Come on now. They know they are more aware of what is real and what is not real. And, my niece always would question my sister. And when I was living there, why do people treat people this way? Or why do people treat people that way? Or when she found out that I was gay, she refuses to go to Chick-fil-A anymore. She's like, nope, Mommy, I'm not going to Chick-fil-A. They don't support Uncle JoJo. And my sister didn't even know. She was like, what is she talking about? So I had to explain to my sister. She said, oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I said, she more progressive than you. Like, my niece love me to death. And if you say the wrong thing, she don't want no parts of you. Like, don't go around saying nothing about gay people, because she going to be like, I don't want no parts of you no more. My uncle is, and leave him alone. Like, and we didn't teach her that, but that's how she feels. Right. Because of who I am to her.
Praise God.
So, and then she takes on Tramel the same way. Like, you would never know my niece had a voice, because if you go around her, she sits there.
She's very quiet.
Quiet, polite.
Studious and
all of that.
Yeah.
But when she's with my sister, she goes ballistic. Mom, I'm not doing this.
I want to see her cut up one time. I ain't never seen my niece.
Blah.
Yeah.
So it's just funny to me.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. And that's what lets me know that it's not just her. Her friends are the same way. Her kids are the same way. Like, kids her age are the same way.
Now, my nieces and nephews, they straight from the hood. They say, come on to the hood and do that shit and see what the hell happened to you.
But I'm saying,
y'all come march up on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Jersey City and see what happens to the black ass.
But you do know that and if any of your nieces and nephews, somebody said something wrong about you, especially Tamika.
Ooh, you don't do that. You don't do that. Speaking of family, I have to give a shout out to my mother. My mom and I, we just recently reunited after just going through this tumultuous relationship that we had, and that's one of the things that I'm most grateful for. It's a blessing to have a mother still living here, just living. There's a lot of people that their parents have passed on, and to have a mother here and not. And just not speaking to her, it wasn't an easy thing. It really wasn't. It wasn't easy for me to have to let that relationship go. And now that my mother is back in my life, I see some y'all know my optimism is like all the way up here. I'm just so optimistic about our relationship and the way in which we will be able to understand and communicate with each other. I think will be a whole lot better. Shout out to my siblings because I had to let them go too, because I didn't want them to choose sides. You know what I'm saying? And so my mom and my siblings, shout out to my mom, Carolyn, and my siblings, my sister Kim, my oldest sister, who has always been the voice of reason, and my baby sister, who is just like me. That sometimes I know she want to choke me, and I know I want to choke her. I think the last time I said that, I said, "Girl, you better get a restraining order against me, girl." But I'm shout out to my family. Shout out to the McRae family as well. Guys, listen, don't panic. I'm telling you. And you know, a lot of people are asking this question: is this fair to our president-elect that he's going to have to deal with this? Because right now, y'all, they're about to start impeachment process, and rightfully so. And here's the reason why I believe. And yes, I do think it's unfair to our president-elect to be in that you know, his inauguration, all these great things that's supposed to go with the inauguration, are going to be kind of a dark cloud over it because of what our current president has done. But here's the reason why I think that this is necessary. It's necessary for this impeachment to go through because, first of all, this crazy fool is talking about running again, and we cannot let that happen. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. And if this impeachment process does not go through, then he may have he may be able to just slip through the cracks and run again. Could y'all imagine 4 more years with this crazy fool? It has to be done. The one thing that I'm grateful about is that our president-elect has made a decision. Listen, I'm going to let Congress handle that. See, let me tell you something. Joe Biden is the Black Obama. He is. He's the Black Obama. See, I think he's going to do the things that Barack wanted to do, but could not do because he didn't have enough time to do it. Not because he didn't want to do it, because he didn't have enough time to do it. You know, and y'all black people, y'all stop. Y'all stop being negative. Be positive about
the
this
one
whole
thing
thing.
that I am glad is that Miss Camilla admitted of the difference between what they did at the Capitol versus the Black Lives Matter movement. Because y'all know she was throwing black men in jail left and right.
Mm-hmm.
She was in California.
Mm-hmm.
So she saw for herself
what,
because you know she married to a white man.
Mm-hmm.
But she saw for herself the difference in the treatment. Right. You know, you can sit up on your pedestal. President-elect was like, you can sit up on your pedestal all day long and make assumptions and well, they did this and they did that and they need to do. But when you see it for yourself, and when you see that you have peaceful people versus people that should have been shot and with rubber bullets and real bullets and gassed and everything else, and that did not happen because of the color of their skin, then you have no choice but to address it. And when she addressed it, I was like, okay, I see you, man. I see you. Because she had no choice because Joe Biden addressed it. Mm-hmm. And when he said it, I said, okay, see, y'all waking up and y'all starting to see what we've been complaining about for years and years and years. You know, all the Breonna Taylors, all the George Floyds, you know, y'all want to throw those away and say, well, maybe it was this or maybe it was that or blah, 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 blah. But now when you see for yourself, when you can't, there's nothing you can say, but there's a differential treatment because of the color of your skin, then you have to acknowledge it. Yeah. You have no choice but to acknowledge it. What, you going to sit there and make up stories about it? You can't. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, listen, we are in the perfect position. We are in the perfect position
And see, that's because God made it so. We got the Senate, we got the House, we got the White House, we got we got the Senate, we got the whole, we got everything, y'all. Everything is in the palm of our hands. But you know what? Somebody can easily come along and just snatch everything if we don't continue to do what we do. Y'all got to get out and you got to let your voice be heard. You got to vote, not only in the presidential election and the national. You got to vote in your local elections. You have a voice, and who the principal of your school is. You have a voice in that. You got to vote. You got to get on the school board. You got to be involved with your children. It's your voice. Your voice matters. If anything, if this pandemic ain't taught y'all nothing, it taught you can do it. It's parents saying now, I can homeschool my child. Excuse me. I can do everything at home and homeschool my child. I can do this. I can teach my child. You know, you have a voice. You got a voice. Know that you got a voice. And use it. Use it. And listen, I haven't always been like this. I will tell you, from age 18 to like 30, I didn't vote. I didn't vote in no local election. I didn't vote for the president. Nothing. Because I was like everybody else. I was told, you know, demand this, demand that. It's the man keeping us down. No. Change your mind. Change your mind. Get your mind right. Let your voice be heard. Because if you don't let your voice be heard, don't sit around complaining. Don't sit around complaining when you're walking through your neighborhood and you see all these abandoned houses. Don't complain when you see all these dirty, these empty lots full of needles and crack pipes and all different. Don't complain.
People still do crack.
Oh yeah, they still do. Don't complain when you got when you got a house that they done found out was a meth clinic, and your house is next to it. Don't complain. Don't complain when the police it take them 2 or 3 hours to get to your house. When somebody broke into your car in front of your house, don't complain. You got a voice. Use it. And know this, 21, it is what it is. It is what it is. What you can change it. What you can fix it. Fix it. And move forward. Stop moving backwards. Stop moving backwards. And that means with everything. I'm talking about everything across the board. I'm talking about that boyfriend that used to sit there and tolerate him cheating on you and so on and so forth. Let his ass go on some damn where. Let his ass go on some damn where. The one that's lying to you and telling you you're the only one. I love you. I love you. You my queen. Let his ass go.
Okay.
Let him go on somewhere and sit down. Somewhere else. But not with you. Stop saying, he do this to me, but I love him. Stop saying, I done invested too much time into this relationship. You know what investing too much time in a relationship? Do you know what that saying gets you? That saying gets you in the same place you always were. You're not prospering. You're not progressing. You got some man with you that don't love you, don't care about you or nobody else but himself. Well, that's what that gets you.
The best one yet. I can't just stop loving somebody. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. I can't just turn it off. You just don't turn it. Yes, you can. Because like Tina said, and see, listen, I ain't even know what that saying meant when that movie came out. What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? when you got knots upside your head. Oh, I bumped into the cabinet. How you bump into the cabinet? Let me see, Joseph.
I can show you hair. I've been wanting to show you hair.
No, I didn't say with help. With help. See, it's a difference. But how you just by yourself?
This is the cabinet.
No, child. Yeah. Well, that's the cabinet. Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all ladies, stop letting these men take advantage of y'all. And y'all men, stop letting these men take advantage of y'all. That ain't love. And there is good love and there's bad love. Stop it. You deserve better than that. You deserve the best love in the world. And love ain't supposed to hurt. Love ain't supposed to feel bad. Love ain't supposed to be nothing negative. Love is what it is. It's good. It feels good, and it is good. Stop it. This in 21. It is what it is. Accept it for what it is. And treat it accordingly.
Accordingly.
Yes. Treat it accordingly. If you got one of them friends that sit there and smile up in your face, but they talk behind your back, let their ass go. Season. It's time to change the season. Let it go. You don't need that friend. And you ain't got to, and listen, I'm saying all this stuff, but you ain't got to do all of this. And you ain't got to you ain't got to do all that. All you got to do is say, it's okay.
And be done.
And be done. Once upon a time, there was a brother named Jamal. Best friend had a best friend. My best friend stood up at my wedding and everything. Oh yeah, she stood up at my wedding and everything. And one day we got into a little back and forth, and she told me, she said, you know what? Me and my family, we tolerated you all this time. I ain't say nothing. I haven't spoke to her since. She been trying to get in touch with me, calling people, sending messages, making fake accounts, trying to get in touch with me. Well, for what? I'm not to be tolerated. I'm not a tolerance, honey. I've never spoken to her ever. I've never spoken to her again. And I ain't mad. I was when she first said it. I was hurt. I moved on from that. God bless her.
And another thing, what y'all need to stop doing, because a lot of people do it. Just because somebody tells you something about somebody, don't make it true.
Right.
Now, if you want it, because there's his story, my story, and the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to get the truth, you may need to hear his story and my story and then piece the two together.
Right.
And realize, okay, well, this is probably what really happened based on what he said and what he said.
Right.
But you can't just go by what I said, especially when I'm a bitter bitch and I'm mad at him in the first place. Because, especially in these YouTube streets, honey, bitches will sit back and spin a story about you and never tell you what they did, the part they played. Right. Never tell you the part they played in. They want to talk about everybody else that was the player in their little game. But they won't sit back and tell you what they did and the part that they played. Because they're the victim. They're always the victim.
Always the victim.
Always the victim. But I tell you like this. When you listen to people, I don't need you in my life anyway if it's about me. So if you want to listen to what they had to say and you decide to base an opinion on what they had to say based off not coming to me, then bye, bitch.
Right.
I don't need you in the first place.
Right. Bye.
Because that tells me right then and there what kind of person you are. Especially if you don't know me or you don't know nothing about me. You just going by what they told you. Let's be realistic. I'm an Aries. I don't give two shits about you or your little miserable fucking life. It's just what it is. Shamel is a Sagittarius, another fire sign. He feels the same way. So it's like, okay, spin your little stories, bitch. But if I decide to spin a story,
don't care.
I'm coming with receipts that'll be back here. Receipts that you don't even know I had.
Exactly.
that will be back here on the board so people can read them. Or Chumel will put them on there so they can really get a hold of what's going on in your life.
So whoever that person, they know who they are. You will want to tread lightly, honey.
So keep spinning your stories, bitch.
Yeah, keep spinning them.
Because we can spin a true story.
Yes, you will want to tread. Yes, a lifetime story. Yes. So tread lightly. Tread lightly when you're in the front of that camera. And
all the players in the game will be there.
Yes, tread lightly.
All of them.
Yes, all of them on a panel, honey.
On a panel. We'll have everybody on the panel, bitch.
Tread very lightly.
You got turned the first panel. This panel will turn the pie in your panties blue.
Exactly. Tread lightly, girl. Now, y'all know we don't do beef. But if I got to do something, if I got to put some receipts up.
I ain't got no problems making another beef video getting about 5,000, 15,000 views like we did on Miss Andrew Goldwell, honey. I ain't got a problem with it.
Ain't got no problem with it, girl. So you will want to tread very lightly. Do your thing over there.
Keep spinning your story.
Let it be cute for you, Miss Sing. With your 5 people watching. But tread lightly. Let it be cute for you with your 1K video. Tread lightly. That's real talk. That's the real. I could say your name, but I ain't giving you no energy. You know who you are.
Oh, you will be on the panel, Nene.
You know who you are. So you will want to tread lightly, and that's not a threat because I don't issue threats. That's not a threat. That's the realness. That's what you will always get here. That's what you will always get here on this platform. It's the realness. We don't hold nothing back. We don't candy coat no nothing. We try to do it without cussing.
But sometimes.
You got it. But I done heard some shit in these YouTube streets that I don't rock with. And if I rock with you, I rock with you. If I don't rock with you, I don't rock with you. You ain't got to worry about me. Listen, I'm that type of person. If I'm your friend and we ain't friends no more, whatever secrets or whatever we had, whatever you done told me, it's going with me to the grave. But bitch, don't make me pull out my motherfucking purse. Don't let me get in my purse, honey, and start pulling out receipts. Don't. Because Gag Nation will set in on you. You will be the one sitting there choking on a big gag pill with no water. Be sweet and don't get beat. Keep it cute. Because if you don't, I'm going to put it on mute. You'll never be able to show your face. Again, you'll be sitting behind an avatar. With that being said, y'all, I'm hungry. Joseph, I'm hungry. Is we get out of here?
Me too.
Yeah, I'm hungry. We done said enough for today.
Jomel is under my chair sleeping.
Yes, Prince Jomel is okay. He needs to be groomed, but he okay. That's why he ain't on camera. He look like a ragamuffin right now. But y'all make sure y'all watching us on all social media platforms.
Instagram, Facebook, of course, right here on YouTube. And make sure you like and subscribe. And you can also join and become a member. If you don't see the join button, it's because you're on an iPhone or iPad, and the link will be in the description box after this video is done. And make sure you go over to McRae Kingz Boutique and get you some Dare to Be Different merchandise.
Get some of our merchandise, guys.
And make sure, if you haven't already done it, her link was in the chat. Make sure you go and subscribe to Blogs and Fiction's channel. She is also a part of Dare to Be Different. And you will be seeing a panel with the 3 of us real soon.
And for those of you that are interested in being a part of the Dare to Be Different entertainment group, or you want to know more information about that, just send us an email and we'll give you the information on that as well. Because we are looking for more people to be a part of the Dare to Be Different entertainment group.
And if you would like to help support the McRae Kingz platform, it's right there.
There's the Cash App.
There's the Cash App. If you don't use CashApp, but you use other forms like Venmo and stuff like that, that link is in the description box as well. And if you have any products like hair care products for Tremel, or hair care products for me, or skincare products, or candles, or whatever the case may be, and you want us to promote your products, our P.O. box is in the description box as well.
Send me some edibles.
We'll promote them.
Woo, I sure enough will. Sure will. But we gonna get on out of here, y'all. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure today, guys. We're going to get on out of here because I need to get me something to eat. Y'all know my diabeticalness. Oh, and before we go, let me just tell y'all, you people that are diabetic, if you're a diabetic and you are considering changing over from a glucose monitor where you have to prick your finger to a CGM, I just got mine. Praise God. Thanks to one of our subscribers who donated the money because my insurance wouldn't cover it. Medicare don't cover nothing, and was gracious enough to provide me with the money that I needed to get this. It was quite expensive to start off, but this thing is like the best thing that has ever happened to my diabetes. It really is. I'm telling you. I can scan I can check my sugar with my phone. This one is by a company called Freestyle, and I'm telling you, it's the greatest. It's the greatest in technology for diabetics. And considering how much it costs, for those of you that your diabetes testing supplies are not covered by insurance, it's worth it. We pay $1 a strip. I kid you not. And when you have to test your blood sugar 4 times a day, that can be the price. It can be astronomical. Versus this lasts for 14 days. I change it every 14 days. The sensor is $69. I pay that twice a month. It's worth it. It really is. It's worth it.
And remember, guys, tonight at 8 p.m., Speak Your Truth with Roxanne. Roxanne is going to premiere the video, her interview with Tremel. So make sure if you're not subscribed to her, you go subscribe to her and hit that bell. And make sure you check out their interview tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
7 p.m. Central and 5 p.m. Pacific. And on that note, with that being said, thank you all for coming to the first episode of season 3.
Yes.
We have a bunch of great
did it. We did it, Joseph.
you guys. And
remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, and all those beautiful things. And do your greatest work today. Your greatest work.
And always remember,
it's Team McRae.
All damn day. Later, y'all.
Later, y'all. Talk to you soon.